Hey ladies, I'm back. Sorry, my internet dropped out, so I'm just gonna turn off. Zoom. Okay, take two, day 19 of the 365-day Facebook challenge. I have huge amounts to share with you, and how this came about is I did a post on my personal page. Hi Emma, welcome back. Sorry, just needed to do take two. And I had a lot of people comment on that post and they were like, please, Myra, explain yourself. Can you elaborate on what it is that you've just written about? So I'm going to take this opportunity to dive a little bit deeper in something I put on my personal wall. It is referring to the energetic Renaissance era. So I'm going to unpack that a little bit more. And I would love to do a Facebook Live on my personal page as well. I'm just building up my bravery. There is a lot in my voice that I need to say, and sometimes I still too get scared about the truth that runs through my body, and the power and the confidence I continue to build and grow in my own body and with my vocal capacity of what it is that I have to share. So thanks for tuning in. If this is the first time you've ever heard me speak on the internet, my name is Myra Medhurst. I'm the creator of the Golden Path Experience, and I'm so happy that you are here following along. If you tend to watch me quite a bit, we're up to day 19, which is epic. Send me a heart, that way I can love back on you. And also hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. So what does Myra mean when she puts up something that says an energetic Renaissance era? Let me break this down for you and let me give you some really cool, energetic stories that you can feel into and perhaps find your own way through this era. The first thing is that there are energetic signatures and patterns that you can look to in history, and history does cycle back around on itself. That's why I teach the Golden Path spiral. It's a Fibonacci sequence. And at points in that journey, you're intersecting and looking back again on humanity's history, on planet's history, and also your own personal Akashic records. It's a super cool feature. The people that were living back in the Renaissance era, through and across the Europes, they did not know that they were in that era. There was simply a rise of artistry, creativity, a rise and expression and a pouring of an output in architecture, design. There was a rise in technology. There was such a keen interest in having breakthroughs in science. And we are actually in a very similar era again. Can you not see the rise of technology, the rise of AI, and the rise of creativity again, artistry? The creativity of this rise of wanting new solutions, new systems, new ways of education, new ways of transacting and transferring and structuring wealth and sharing wealth and money. Same conditions. However, you don't really know that you're in it until you've gone through the era, you look back, and then someone in the history books goes, oh, let's call that a Renaissance. When you're actually in it, you don't know, unless you've got eyes like us, which leading ladies of the light do, is that you can start recognizing these energetic signatures. This is why I say we are in an energetic Renaissance era. It is our energetic bodies that are going through the upgrades, that have a pouring forth of new patterns, new systems, new pathways, new creative downloads, new abilities for us to channel and actually embody that golden light here, grounded, on the physical planet. This is huge. It's not been done before like this in a humanity. In the past, you would have to expire the body. You would have to release the body. That's called death. Go back to the grand central sun and the unified field of all. Top up with your remembrance of who it is that you are. And then you would kind of scoop up that remembrance again and then come back into another physical incarnation, take the amnesia hit again, wake up from your slumber again and go again. We're not doing it in that pattern this time. We are waking from the slumber in the human body, awake and aware in our bodies. This is why the practice of resetting to your divinity is a game changer. It speaks to this design. For the first time, humanity remain on the planet. You remain in your physical body and you awaken from the slumber. And when you awaken from the slumber, you're going to hit a renaissance within your body. There will be a rise of creativity. There'll be a rise of understanding, of wisdom, of technology. Yes, the DNA is a form of technology, organic, natural, divinely written for you, gifted to you. And you get to access that, awaken aware, in your physical body. Alleluia! No wonder it feels like we're dying, that there is this death, because that is what's playing out. That's hardwired. However, this is the first time that we do not have to expire the physical body. This is why all our galactic brothers and sisters are like, oh, they're like looking down on planet Earth going, whoa, check this out. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're staying in their bodies and they are getting the hits. They're getting the download. They're getting the top up of their divinity and their remembrance. So let me tell you a story about Claude Monet. I love Monet. He's one of the beautiful artists out of the Renaissance era. That man is a badass. I take so much inspiration and coaching from Claude Monet. I absolutely adore his works. Whenever there's a Monet art exhibition in Australia, in Melbourne or Brisbane, I always make an effort to go and see his work. He was in that era of that Renaissance. Now check out the bravery and resilience of this artist, because these are the characteristics that we are actually called forth into. The term impressionist did not exist yet. It is because of his outpouring of his work, which he did not see representations of out in the existing art communities in Paris. He had to trust himself. He had to trust what was coming through, and he saw a new way. He felt a new way of relating to the world. Therefore, he painted very differently. He was not accepted first for his new style. It is because of his tenacity and his courage and his outpouring and the trust in his ability that the term impressionist came later. It is because of his work that they had to come up with a new term to box this man in, and he paved a new way. He went through the gateway, he crossed over the bridge, and he said, watch this. You don't have a term for me yet? That's no problem. I will still paint. I will still produce. I will still be creative. The story gets even better. Monet is a badass. I want to be so much more like Monet this year. So there is a big art opening, an exhibition in the Royal Art Gallery in Paris back in the day. Monet sees this as an opportunity to bring his work to more people. However, he was not accepted by the art critics and the establishment in this point of time. So get this is what he does. Monet hires the exhibition hall that is opposite the National Gallery in Paris. He coincides the opening of his own exhibition with opening night of the Parisian art exhibition. He brings his friends along. He brings the vagabonds, the creatives, the misfit, the dreamers, the visionaries. He invites all of his network and community and friends. And they all stand out in the front of the exhibition. And as the guests arrive for the real refined art exhibition, which they all believe they're turning up to, Monet and his friends begin to seduce and coerce and maneuver those guests, unbeknownst to them, into the exhibition hall that Monet has hired. And of course, all of his works and all of his friends' works are on the walls of that exhibition. And that is how he starts. That is how he launches his artwork into the communities of Paris. And bit by bit, setback by setback, Monet continues to paint. And over time, because he plays the long game, he has the staying power. He believes in the divinity. That is the truth of what is running through and channeling. Over time, he begins to be accepted by the art communities in Paris. Over time, he begins to be celebrated. And by the end of his era, the French government have actually even bought him the house and the garden and the lands that he retires onto. And it is actually the French people that predominantly bought that property for him, where he painted his most celebrated works of the water lilies. And I just love this story. So I am channeling Monet this year. There are so many energetic signatures that just are parallel to how we are positioned right now. The existing establishments do not accept us yet. They're so awkward around us because they have no place. We don't fit into the boxes yet. But that does not mean we do not produce, we do not start, we do not begin to share our stories, and we do not begin, it doesn't stop us from gathering in communities. And over time, we will tantalize and entertain and have magic and have fun. And over time, people will be like, holy moly, I wish I was there. I wish I was there for that era. I wish I was around when the Impressionists were painting. I wish I was there to sit with the minds of Leonardo da Vinci. Imagine what it would have been like. That is what we are in. It is right under our noses. Life is magic. It is splendid right now. It is good to be here. Good things are coming. Magic is coming. I love you so much. I'm going to be more like Monet, Myra Monet. It's just something I'm personally working with. I love you. Have a fantastic day. I'm sending you so much love. You are braver than you think. You have so much creative, pouring wisdom and truth. Be you. Be you. Everyone else is taken. Just be you. I love you. Remember, follow your golden path.